Hi everyone. So today I am going to SQL Server to Power BI, and we will build the dashboard. So I want to mention here that this table is having around 1 lakh records. Okay, and if you load it directly into Power BI, your dashboard will struggle. But today I'll show you how to use SQL to reduce this to just a few rows and build a lightning fast dashboard. Okay, so as I have executed this select query, so you could see this, it is having around certain data. Okay, but if I count from this table, so if I count, if I use this query and execute, so you would find 1 lakh records. Now if I load this data directly into Power BI, so definitely it will take certain times. Okay, let me show you how. So first thing, we have to make the connectivity with a Power BI to SQL Server, so which we are going to do. So here it is SQL Server, so we are going to click on this, and then we have to put the server details just like that, and database name. So I'm going to select this database name. This is the database name. Now if I put this here, now directly we have two methods, import or direct query. So if I select import and click OK, so it is okay. But if I click OK, so tables will be shown here. I'll show you. Okay, now here a new pop-up will be opened. Here you could see this. Now our table name is, if I check loan details, right, it is having 1 lakh records. So loan details, we have the table loan details, this one. Now if I select this one, so it will take time. See this, now here it is taking time, loan details. And what it says, the data in the preview has been truncated due to the size limit. So it is, I think it has select only 60 records. Okay, but if I check in database, so it is having around 1 lakh records, right? 1 lakh records. So I want to mention that, but it's not like that. If I click on load, then only 60 records will be loaded. All the data will be loaded, but it will take certain time. Okay, let me show you. If I click load, so all the records will be loaded. Okay, all the records will be loaded, 1 lakh records. Let me click on this. So it is taking time. Okay, and definitely it will be loaded into Power BI engine, 1 lakh records. So let's check this out. Okay, it is taking much time to load, right? So 1 lakh records has been imported. Now if you want to check, then we can click on table view. Okay, table view, and you would find all the records here. See this, 1 lakh records are there here. But and this is the one way to import the data, and one way to build the dashboard. Okay, on this data set we can build a dashboard. There's no issue. Okay, we can build the dashboard. But instead of that, if we can write the optimized query advanced option, and we can use the that option. So let me show you that one first. Okay, now instead of importing the data, I'm going to write the SQL query. So just let's do the connectivity one more time. Here I'm going to put the database server details. Okay, loan and analytics, and here it is. Now we can say advanced option. Okay, here SQL statement optional required database. Okay, so here we are going to write the query to fetch the required details. Okay, so I'm going to write select, then we can mention status. Okay, then we have loan types, loan type, loan type, then we can select reason, because we don't need to pull all of them. Okay, multiple things are there. So count and loan ID. So what we can do, like we can write it here also in SQL Server, and then we can paste it over there. So it would be good, right? Okay, loan ID. So let's close parenthesis. So loan ID as total loans. Okay, to total loans, as we write, right, DAX queries. So we say total loans. Then we write again some method. Okay, to calculate loan amount, right, as total loan, total amount. Then so we are calculating from which table? Loan details table, this table. Okay, this. Now we are going to use group by, and we can say status loan type reason. Okay, this we are going to select and close. Right, now if I select, so what will happen, that these are data which we are getting. See this, these are the data which we are getting. On this data we are going to build the dashboard, because it is having multiple columns, but we do not need them, so if we do not need them, so we can write the query, optimized query, and we can put it while fetching the data. So particular particular data will be fetched. Okay, particular data will be fetched, so that would be the better one. Reason, status, right, loan type, okay. Let's execute one more time. Right, this is done. So let's copy this query, and I'm going to put this here. This is going to select here, I'm going to put it just, and now click on OK. So this is the data. Now we are going to say load, so that particular data will be loaded in Power BI engine. So let's wait for a moment. So here it is, types, reason, status, total loan amount, and total loans. Okay, those are imported here. So based on this we are going to build a dashboard, because we do not need all of them. So if you want to rename the table name, so we can rename it. Okay, so we can say loan details. Done. Okay, now so what I have done, I JSON file. So I'm going to import that one first. This is our theme, so I'm going to click on open. Now as you could see, this theme has been imported, so let's click on got it. Okay, now we are going to write certain DAX queries. So first we have to click on enter data to create the separate table. So we are going to say DAX calculation, right, and just click on load. So separate table will be created, and here we are going to write certain DAX queries. Okay, so that all the DAX queries will be maintained in one table. So total loans, so what will happen, equal to sum. Okay, we have to select some method, then loan details, our table name, this, and we have total loans. Okay, total loans, this, close parenthesis, done. Now we are going to write another one, this. So we are going to say total amount equal to sum, then we have loan details. Okay, and total amount, this, close parenthesis. Now we are going to write two more DAX queries. So this, and we are going to say reason count equal to, so we have to use distinct count method, and we have loan, so region. Okay, this we have to select, close parenthesis, done. So we have written 3 DAX queries. So let me remove this is not required. So as you could see, this we imported the important values, and based on it we have written the DAX queries. Okay, it is not required to import all of them. So now let's put the title name of the dashboard. So let's click on insert, and let's select the dashboard. Sorry, let's select the shape, click here, and we are going to say, okay, so here put SQL plus Power BI dashboard. Okay, So let's click here, SQL plus Power BI dashboard, text, SQL plus Power BI dashboard, Power BI banking dashboard, right? Power BI banking dashboard. Likewise, now let's make it 25. Okay, let's say this bold. Okay, so sorry, 25. Done. So banking, done. I believe it is okay. Now we can do the certain formatting, but before that we have to just identify. So let's say fill this. Now text color would be this, right? Or we can choose other colors, but I think this looks good. Okay, now let's do the formatting a little bit. So here we can say visual border, enable this, and let's select visual border something rounded corners. Okay, now we have shadow. Let's enable the shadow inside, so it is okay inside. So visual border color is not okay, so let me select something else. This looks okay, right? Now we are going to use card visual. So here is the card visual, and we will select the values like total loans, total amount, and a reason count. Okay, these three values which we are going to show here. Okay, now we can do the formatting. Just copy home this and put this here. Okay, so this is done. Now a little bit we have to do the formatting, so just click this and call out values. So we have to click on values. It is 24, so let's make it 15, and then make it middle. So done. Now labels also, so we have to say this one 12. Okay, white, right? It is reflecting. So done. So this is what we wanted to show here, data, right? Now next thing, I want to add the clustered clustered bar chart, and here I want to show the data as a loan type, and we have total loans. Okay, total loans. So this data I wanted to show. Let me do like that. Okay, so we can say background off, so that background off, so that color will be applied. Okay, now I want to, so we'll do the formatting later on. So now I want to add a donor chart, and here I want to show the data as status. We have a status and total amount. Okay, now let's say background off. This one is also done. Now stacked column chart, let me add a stacked column chart. This I want to add reason. Okay, then we have total amount, so we are going to add this one. We have status also. Okay, so we are going to add status. Done. And here also background off. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are going to copy. Now let's add matrix visual, and here I'm going to add this total loan. Let's select loan type first, then reason. Okay, then loan amount, total amount, and status. So this data will be reflecting here, right? Now let's do the formatting. So formatting would be, let me pull this down. Okay, let's select this one first. So title is let me select this one, title. this would be loan distribution by type, loan distribution by type. Now let's put our standard one, okay, bold, and this should be white, and let's make it middle. Done. Now we can go for x-axis and y-axis. So let's select white. This would be our standard one. Let's make it 12. Okay, similarly for title, so we are going to say this 12, bold and white. Done. Now let's go for x-axis. So values 12. This would be our standard one, white. Done. Title, so we have to select our standard one, this 12, bold and white. Done. Now we have grid lines, zoom slices, so we can enable bars also. We can check this out, okay, but I think it is okay. Then we have data labels, so enable the data labels, it is required, and we can change the data labels color, okay, so it is this, so we can go for this one, not reflecting, so we can say different color, okay, it is reflecting. So this one, then we can say details, okay, we can enable the details, but I think this one is not required. Then we have grid lines, I think grid lines are enabled, so let me check. So let's make it off, not required, okay. So this is done. So now what I'm going to do is copy this. So first let me copy this and paste this here. So let's enable, okay, so this would be white and middle, okay, rest of the things are, I believe, okay. Now copy this format for this here, again copy this format for this here, copy this format for this here, copy this and put this here. Now we have to work upon this a little bit. So this part is okay. Now this one we have added, right, this one we have, so we are going to say okay, let's put this here, right, let me enlarge a little bit. Done. Now we are going to it would be region wise loan performance. This I want to change, so this would be region wise loan performance, okay, done. So this would be our standard one, this, okay, so this is done. Now this is a donut chart, it is okay. Now we have tables, okay, so detailed analysis, detailed analysis. Okay, now let's select our standard one, this middle. Done. Now here also, here values are not reflecting, so let's make it legends. So colored, title, text is white. Now it is reflecting. Now details level, so we have values, let's say white, right? Here also legends, we have legends, so let's work upon, let's select the legends directly. This is the legend, so let's copy, white. Now done. Now let's add the slicers. Okay, here also total columns are not reflecting, so we have to work upon column subtotal. So this color we have selected. Now we are going to add the slicers quickly. So slicer, it would be like when we have loan types. Okay, so let's copy and paste this here. Okay, now we are going to say slicer setting, so it would be vertical, it is okay. Now select all, right? Now we have slicer header, so we have to change this. So let's say this bold and font color would be, let me make this. Okay, then we have values, so we are going to say values is okay, right? Now let's copy this in this manner, right? Now we are going to say copy and paste and below. Now here we have 3 values. So now region is selected, right? Now again copy this and paste it below. This would be status, so this is added, right? Now let me make it short first, this one. Okay, now let's drag up. Now let's make this here, so this is reflecting, right? We can remove, select all options so that data will be reflecting, but it is okay. I believe the data is okay. So now this is the data. Drag this to below. So this is done. Now let's check this out, that it is working fine or not. So if I select auto loan, see this data is working fine, right? Business loan, home loan, personal loan, it is working fine. Select all, working fine. Central, east, see this, north. If I select multiple, see this, perfectly working fine. Select all. Then if I go ahead with an active loans, this is the active loans. Closed loans, this is the closed loans, right? Then default loans, this is the default loans. So this is working fine, perfectly fine. So this is how you can do the connectivity to SQL Server, and you can write the optimized query on which columns you want to build the dashboard, and directly you can import them, and based on that you can build the dashboard in Power BI. So that's all about it, and thank you very much. Thanks for watching.